Oh no!
Victory!
We've got these humanoid, dark humanoids, I believe is what they're called. We've also got the skeleton robots. We've got just straight up skeleton warriors. We've got the Grim Reapers coming out as well. Then there's going to be more, like these colossal titans, which are, you know, lots of people enjoy them. Some people do not like seeing the colossal titans on the battlefield, but that's fine. That's fine. Colossal titans, I think, are dope. So deal with it. There's also going to be some SCP-096s on the battlefield, although I'm not sure if they're spawning in just yet. So, oh, there they are. Yeah, they're creepy, man. They're so lanky. There's a lot coming at the human defenders here who are going to have to hold out. At the very front line is, of course, going to be the modern U.S. Army, who are on guard mode, so they'll be able to sort of move around as they see fit. Behind them is, of course, those M1A2 Abrams. Further up, we got the TOSs and ghillie suit snipers. Behind all of that is going to be the Uzi wielders, who are actually sprinting towards the front of the battlefield as relief for the units down below. Over this way, we've got some of the Vietnamese soldiers along with nuclear missile systems. Below them is going to be Russian BTRs with flechetta. Very nice. Love to see flechetta. Ooh, over on this side of the battlefield, some serious zombie action is going on as these modern U.S. soldiers are starting to get eaten by the zombies, and quite the body pile is created over here. That's actually crazy. In total, we do have 8 million demons that are going to be coming forward, so quite a sizable battle indeed. It will be chaotic. I don't know who's going to win. It's going to be brutal. So if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more in the future and what battles you would like to see, because we're just getting started, baby. Over here, the Colossal Titans aren't seeing any sort of resistance, although the insurgents over here do have AKs, and I think they'll be able to take them out pretty decently because their fire rate is absolutely cuckoo. But we do have some zombies charging them down below at the bottom of this cliffside, and these guys will likely die, but the guys up above will take a little bit more from the demon army to get up to, that's for sure. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. These are all of the Star Wars use to sponsor the channel. Can definitely want to have soldiers holding pretty fast in some positions and then sometimes retreating, but yeah, like for example here, the Sea-Whizzes having their protectors sort of migrate that way is not the best thing in the world, to say the very least. At the very least, they do have some UN soldiers back here with their AUGs spamming some fire in. Oh, and some of the Uzi wielders are coming on to the battlefield as well, so that's good to see. So at the very least, that will wipe out some of these guys and prevent, hopefully, these Sea-Whizzes from getting completely overrun. And it's not like they're completely, you know, victims on the battlefield. They can defend themselves pretty decently. They've got, of course, brutal fire mechanisms in these things, but without infantry supporting, it can be a lot harder to survive overall. That could end up being quite difficult, I will say. We got a lot of humanoids and skeletons coming on in here. Quite a demonic army, if I do say so myself. Pretty chilling, and they are forming quite a number of body piles over here. The skeletons are pretty weak, as are the zombies, but the humanoids are really pretty powerful. I think they've got 1,000 health. The cyborg skeleton things, I think they're actually called Dark Voids or something like that. They have, I think, 2,000 health, and the Grim Reapers, I believe, also have like 2,500 health or something along those lines. And then, of course, the SCPs have like 100,000 health, so they're very powerful. It'll be tough, that's for sure. There are some powerful units coming forward that are definitely going to be fairly devastating, but as of right now, the Demon Army is down to 6 million soldiers on the battlefield, so they've taken 2 million in losses thus far, which is pretty good. And I do think, for the most part, the crush glitch on this map has somewhat been resolved. It seems like we have less issues with crush than we normally do on this map nowadays, so maybe the developers went ahead and fixed that little bug glitch that killed a lot of the attacking army soldiers and sort of fixed things up a little bit there. Either way, we did start with about 350,000 modern soldiers on the battlefield. We've lost 35,000, so that's 10% of the modern army. So ratio-wise, by percentage, we're actually doing pretty well. it's not too bad. But I think that the modern U.S. Army and modern Army defenders behind them are going to start taking more and more losses as more units come on the battlefield and stronger units come on the battlefield, because these demons, they just don't quit. They just don't quit, baby. Here's the SCPs over here coming through. They're pretty big units, so they're not hard to hit. It's pretty hard to miss them, actually, I would say. And those M1A2 Abrams back here. Oh, I didn't mean to take control of you. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, back here, they should be able to do some serious damage to them. Actually, this is pretty bad over here, though. These things they're right up against the Abrams. The Abrams got a lot of health, so they'll be able to survive for distract a good bit, while these are the ghillie suit snipers, right? Yeah, the ghillie suit snipers can sort of fire down at those SCPs that are attacking the Abrams, but overall it's not good that they're already up to the Abrams here. That's pretty bad. Yeah, the line of modern soldiers over here ended up getting wiped out by those SCPs, which is not a very good thing, not very good at all. How are the BTRs doing on the far right side over here? Okay, they're in sort of the same boat where the BTRs have lost. Oh, there's the nuclear missile system popping off. That's pretty nice to see. That's going to be very, very helpful against this demon army. Yeah, they've lost their infantry that was ahead of them, but the BTRs have very decent health, so they're able to sustain themselves for a little bit and sort of protect the Vietnamese soldiers up here. We've also got the modern soldiers over this way too. It looks like they backpedaled instead of staying in front of the BTRs. That's, again, that free roaming sort of going on right there. But hopefully the nukes can pop off a little bit more. We saw one big nuke, but they take quite a while to reload, and they're not the best at aiming or anything like that. Oh, the TOS missile systems over here also seem to be starting to fire a little bit. I don't know why they're not completely firing up over the top here. Maybe they need line of sight or something? I feel like we've used them in the past, though, where they don't need line of sight. But a few of them are firing out a little bit here, which is good to see. And we just have tons of fire coming in here. Also, the amount of Uzis going some serious fire into them, so these guys will start getting extremely weak, and a lot of them are dying, actually. Despite them having a lot of health, being very, very powerful, they'll start dying more and more. We are down to 260,000 modern soldiers left alive on the battlefield. 5.5 million of the enemy army still charging them, though, so you know, they've still got a pretty powerful little division of troops here. That's going to be rough. CWIS is over here, still firing away. Looks like a lot of Colossal Titans are dying over here, which is very good to see. But a couple have made it up to the insurgents over here, who are just spam firing into them directly with AK-47s, which is good to see. Hopefully they can take more of them down as time goes on here. What's this over here? Oh, these are more of the Uzi troops. That's interesting. And then, of course, we've got the UN soldiers up here still firing at them as well a decent bit. Why don't we go ahead and time-lapse these guys, because I think that'll be pretty interesting to see. Yeah, these Colossal Titans are getting picked off little bit by little bit. They do take a little bit to kill, but eventually they do go down, which is good. There's not too many of them on the battlefield, and a lot of them are dead, so yeah, these guys still gonna come forward, but I'm not sure if more will spawn in. We'll just have to see. Either way, 200,000 modern army units still alive. 4.5 million enemies still alive. So, they've killed 3.5 million of the demon army, which is pretty good. We've got some Grim Reapers coming in here, though. That's a little bit lethal. But the beach defense is still standing, which is really pretty nice. They're almost at the halfway mark against the demon army, but the demon army is almost at the halfway mark against them as well. So, just like we said they would, the demon army has made a smidge of a comeback, and it's made it a little bit harder on the defending units here. Again, the TOS systems aren't really firing out all that much, so I think it'll be nice once those actually start to do their job a bit more. That'll be good. The nuke's going off. Very nice. Love to see